Party time for the Nintendo Wii. You remember the monkeys from The Wizard of Oz? You know, the flying ones that kidnapped Dorothy and disemboweled her friends with their bare hands? Well, those notorious little poop flingers got nothing on these flea-bitten bags of fun. Now, if you're a regular visitor of Classic Game Room, aside from being scholarly and intelligent, you may be thinking, wait, something's not right. Haven't I seen this review before? And the truth is you probably have, but in a slightly different form. I'm not claiming to be Optimus Prime or anything. The truth is that Monkey Mischief is virtually identical to another Wii game called Block Party. I don't mean that in a, wow, these games are sort of similar kind of way. I mean they're literally the same game, built by the same developer, from the same assets. They threw some monkeys into a barrel and called it a new game. Normally I'd be down with that kind of simian strategy, because no matter how you slice it, monkeys are badass. Adding them to things invariably makes said things much, much better. But unfortunately, it would take a lot more than just monkeys to fix a game like this. So if you missed our Block Party review, here's a primer. Monkey Mischief is a collection of 20 arm-waggling, controller-waving minigames, with objectives ranging from standard Wii fare like throwing animals, popping balloons, and tossing fruit, to bizarre stuff like rescuing a monkey from the jaws of an alligator. The 20 minigames are divided into 4 groups, just like Block Party, and each group features a few which must be successfully unlocked in other games to be played. If you're anything like me, you won't rest until you've unlocked them all. And then you'll remember, oh wait, I already unlocked most of these minigames in a completely separate game. And then you'll immediately regret wasting your time playing the same despicable minigame compilation twice over, wishing instead your insides would have been strewn about the forest like the Scarecrow. I mean, at least that would have been exciting. Now to be fair, Monkey Mischief has a few things going for it that Block Party doesn't, and the first advantage is one of premise. According to the introduction, the monkeys at the local zoo have broken free of their man-made shackles, and as their untamed relatives have done for millennia, they decide to pester every animal in sight. If there's ever been an awesome premise for a minigame compilation, that's the one. And even though the game's design is just as poor as Block Party's, it at least benefits from the monkeys themselves, which are vastly more appealing than the awkward, creepy little kids from Block Party. And the monkeys aren't exactly Pixar material or anything, but they have a little character at least. But I mean, that's a given, really. Monkeys are awesome. Unfortunately for our hairy little pals, that's about the extent of Monkey Mischief's redeeming qualities. Being a virtual clone of another awful game, it suffers from the same sort of crippling issues that ruin Block Party. You know, being boring and derivative is one thing, but controlling poorly is another. Monkey Mischief plays adequately at best, and that's only on occasion. The worst thing about Monkey Mischief, though, is how little gameplay there actually is relative to the entire package. There are 20 minigames, sure, but even the longest among them barely surpass 60 seconds apiece, and others are even shorter. The objectives are just too simple to allow for much more. And then you got this little guy. Get used to seeing this little guy. Before and after each minigame, you'll stare at his loading screen for anywhere between 10 and 15 seconds. Do the math, kids. You find that translates to between 25 and 30 seconds of loading time for every 60 seconds or so of gameplay. I mean, literally, almost half the time you spend playing Monkey Mischief is wasted with this little guy. So at least give him a name or something. I called him Frank.